Hey all, this is Lee from Reloaders United. This here is the Forster coaxial press. So this was originally called the Bonanza by the Bonanza Tool and Die Company. They were around the late 1950s, early 1960s. Eventually they got acquired by Forster in like the 1980s, early 1980s. They kept everything unchanged because of the innovation that it had. The innovation that it had was that it has the coaxial, which allows two things to align to make less run out. So you didn't need a shell holder here, because here, this right here is the mouth. So if you see, if I can pull it up or down, you'll see that the little jaws close and open, unlike other ones where you're going to need actual shell holder. Now this will automatically hold small, they're small, and then if you were to take this off and turn these little metal pieces on the inside and flip them, you're going to be able to use large for like large rifles and cartridges. So that's what's another thing that's innovative about this. Plus it aligning and causing less run out. This is where the die would be. It just slips in, slips out. Any one of these will work, but the Forester is a little oversized, so you get a better fit, a little bit more of a better alignment, and I'm sure you're going to get less run out. So what run out is the deviation or wobble of a rotating part from its true rational axis, which impacts precision, and it can impact precision greatly. So the people that mainly used this back in the day, that they started really picking up on this, was the people that did bench rest and precision long range shooters. It had excellent and exceptional concentricity. Concentricity is the quality of state of having a common center. All right, which means it's repeatable sizing, minimal case run out. Unique mechanical features would be like universal floating shell holders and like jaws. So basically, like I said, there's no shell holders needed, which is great. That saves you money. Two, it's ambidextrous. Before, there's actually on this, I changed this. This is from Inline Fabrications. You can tell we do a lot of inline fabrication. But this is a roller, right? So usually it's about twice as long, has a handle. It's like a little ball, or like a little, like a stick, basically. And then you just pull it. So you can do it either left or right-handed. I'm right-handed. So I decided not to get the ball, because I noticed when you're grabbing the ball and you're actually pulling the handle down, it rubs against your palm, right? Not very fun if you're going to be doing quite a few rounds. So this one is a roller, so when you do it, it's just pulling and it just rolls in your hand. I suggest this to everybody. This is going to save you a lot of wear and tear on your hands. It's a little bit more, you have a little more power on it when you're actually pushing down. You got a little more, it has a little bit less flex. So I would suggest that. What else can we talk about on this? Again, like I said, it's just these things will align. The float causes less run out. That's what this is so important, about this piece of equipment. The floating shell holders, such as like you're going to see like shell holders like here. These are the shell holders. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these are shell holders, and they're size specific for whatever. And plus, the numbers are always different if you go from Hornady to RCBS. Sometimes you got some that'll work, but the numbers are typically different, which, whatever. They just want their money. They can't just make it easy for anybody. But this is a totally different unit than something like the O-frames. The O-frames are something like this, where the die is going to be stuck here. It does have a priming system. This does have a priming system. The priming system's on the top. Personally, I don't like priming or depriming off of a machine. I'd rather get like little things like these that you can prime and deprime and all that good stuff. It's just easier and really it's a lot faster. So I would definitely suggest not priming off of this machine. It is innovative back in the day, but now they've got stuff like the progressives that, you know, you can deprime and prime all pretty much all in one step. So why this all matters is it's, you know, more uniform sizing pressure. You have less frame deflection, smoother operation and better feel. Again, the priming system, it's there. If you need it, cool. If you don't, I would suggest using something a little bit different. It's definitely a lot faster. But basically, this is just the workhorse. I just wanted to kind of give you an introduction of it. We'll probably be doing a lot of reloading with it. And if you do like drop the primer, you know, out of the case, it's going to fall into this little thing here. And then, of course, you're going to just unscrew it and throw it in the trash. Sometimes they'll have things like this where you got to go down here and there's these little tubes and stupid shit which I don't really like because it had a little bottle, but they, you know, sometimes they'll get stuck and then it starts to fill up into the tube. Again, it's just easier to use something different. And then I just have them drop in here. But again, we'll go through a bunch of different things, but I just wanted to kind of introduce you if you haven't seen the Forster coaxial press. It's really known as one of the best precision presses probably ever made. The updates that I did to this was usually these little C legs here. This allows it to open up. This is aftermarket, right? Usually they have a straight one, which kind of limits your hand. If you got big hands and you're trying to get something in there with these straight legs. It allows to a hard stop, meaning when this goes, it just clunks and it stops. This gives you a little more cam over. So like when you're pulling the handle down, it comes up, it'll go all the way up to the top of the stroke, and then it's going to come back down a little bit. So it's just easier and it has a better feel. These things are super smooth. I mean, I can't suggest getting one of these enough. This is a great single stage. Like I said, they're all different types of single stages. This is a single stage. Again, this is a coaxial. You're going to have a single stage like this. You're going to have a single stage like this, which is your O frame. And you're going to have a single stage such as this one. This is the new 2026 Frankfurt Arsenal Precision turret. So you can change it by turning different dies. It is still a single stage. You can lock this down to have it completely solid. This is an amazing unit here. So definitely we'll go over all this, but there's just different types of single stages. Just wanted to kind of let you know what I was looking at, what I want to kind of just introduce you to, so that when I'm doing a video, you kind of have an idea of what I'm working with. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But again, like I said, we're going to go through a lot more as I go through and we start reloading. I'll probably be going through a lot more information about this, especially with the questions. You know, questions are always great. And if I don't know the answer, believe me, I will find the answer and I will post it. But again, this is Lee from Reloaders United. Thanks guys for hanging out with me and going over one of the workhorses. This is a great unit. I did put the light on there. You definitely need good lighting. I'm still working on this room. I still got a lot to do, but I had to put light. I got to get my light guy to come and put some new lighting in here. I got to get my big TV here so I can do the bullet points and education. I got a little thing to write on, but I still got a lot more to put in here, a lot more to go, man. It's been kind of crazy. I'm sorry, but I'm in medicine, and so I'm always at the hospitals, but I have to do this. This is kind of like my therapy. Anything precision. I work on engines. I build race cars. So like I said, anything precision is really kind of like, it gets me away from the hospital, you know, and it just kind of soothes me. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all again hanging out. We'll be doing more of these videos, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.